The following is a fourth-hand production.
There can be only one.
Never mind that. Welcome to the Juan on Juan podcast. I'm your host, Juan. I know that was a mouthful. But join us while we talk about a variety of things. Life, business, maybe some conspiracy theories. Who knows? Just sit back and enjoy the ride. We're going to answer all your lifelong questions. Like, is it okay to shave your balls with the same machine you use on your face? I don't know. Anyways, follow us on social media, Instagram at the Juan on Juan podcast. Catch us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Stitcher, where you can catch our weekly episodes. See you soon.
What? No! You suck! Oh my God!
What's up, freaks? Welcome back to another episode of What the Suck. This is James.
Yo, it's your boy Chris. What up?
Today, we are going to be discussing the movie Prophecy.
Not the one that I know of with Christopher Walken.
Not Christopher Walken. This
as
is
Gabriel.
This is a 1979
Right.
American science fiction horror film directed by John Frankenfurter
Frankenfurter.
and written by David Seltzer. Yes, I did that on purpose.
It's Frankenheimer.
Yeah. Stars Robert Foxworth, Talia Shire, and Armand Assante.
Ooh, Armand Assante.
Yeah.
Urgh.
Set in the Androscoggin, or the Ossipee River, the film follows an environmental agent and his wife filing a report on a paper mill in the river, not knowing that the paper mill's waste made a local bear mutate, causing the bear to run amok in the wilderness. Yes.
This sounds absolutely shitty.
I'm going to tell you what, though. When I was a kid, the commercial for this movie was fucking things of nightmares.
Scared the hell out of me,
it
huh?
scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, it looks like crap. Looks like total crap.
Of course it does. The monster looks foolish
Yeah.
and all that. But, I mean, this movie literally, when I saw that, I couldn't sleep when I saw that stupid commercial. Of course,
Yeah.
I was like 10. Or
Oh,
actually,
okay.
was it 79? No, I was actually older than that.
Damn, 79. What?
But
Man, I was 6 months from becoming. I was 6 months from being born.
you wasn't even birthed.
And I was even birthed. I was still in my mama's tummy.
Yep. So, yeah, that's but like I said, this thing literally, when I was a kid, scared the hell out of me. And that, I didn't even seen the movie. All I see was
Just
a commercial.
the trailer. Oh,
Just the
shit.
trailer. Scaring
Damn.
the hell out of me.
Well, now it's going to scare you for a whole different reason.
Yep. Well, let's run it down here. It is directed by John Frankenheimer, produced by Robert L. Rosen, which we've seen him on some other movies.
Yes,
I
we
think.
have.
Written by David Seltzer, starring Robert Foxworth, Talia Shire, and Armand Assante, as we previously said.
Yes.
Music by Leonard Roseman, who we've also had in previous movies. Cinematography by Harry Stradling Jr. Stradling Jr.? That don't sound right. Edited by Tom Rolfe and distributed by Paramount Pictures. Oh, man, Paramount.
Oh, big old Paramount.
Release date of June 15th, 1979, with a running time of one
Staying in. Staying in.
Damn
Just
it.
Say it. Just say it.
with a running time of 102, probably going to be very painful minutes. Unfortunately, we try not to go this long, but damn it, I have been wanting to do this movie for the 70s
like
for
months now.
Yeah, for months. It's been a
It's
while.
all right. I got my whiskey.
It had a budget of $12 million, which is pretty hefty for 79,
Mhm.
and it actually made $22.7 million in the box office.
Almost double back.
Now
we about to fuck some shit up.
We got a Rotten Tomato score.
Rotten Tomato score.
Let's see what the tomato meter says. Oh Lord, Out of 15 reviewer ratings, it has got a lousy 27%. That's actually better than some we've seen.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And has an audience score of 36% with 3,745 ratings.
Oh, damn. That's still pretty fucking low, though.
But what is it all about, you say?
Let's find out.
The synopsis reads as such. Prophecy is a contemporary story of stark terror. Robert Foxworth. I just went right through stark terror like, who cares? Robert Foxworth and Talia Shire star as an idealistic doctor and his wife, who at the request of a concerned friend, traveled to Maine to research the impact of the lumber industry on the local environment.
This sounds boring as shit already.
Yeah, fuck all that regulation shit. Government regulation.
Damn government.
They begin to investigate a succession of mysterious and terrifying events. Ecological freaks of nature like myself.
Oh, damn. I was going to say that.
Yeah, bitch. Including fish that grow many times their normal size. And what the fuck's wrong with that?
Well, that's good eats.
And a series of bizarre and grisly human deaths.
Oh, that's not so good.
Hey.
That's not so good.
But it's good for us because at least we'll have something to watch.
Yes, deaths on screen.
Veteran suspense director John Frankenheimer manages to present Prophecy. It's all caps.
Yeah.
So, as a monster movie, as well as a suspenseful tale about deadly forces which result from the pollution of our environment.
Oh, great.
They've been bitching about the environment since, I guess they have, since the hippie days.
Since before that.
Yeah. So,
I mean, this is a damn ecological movie, man.
And here is something for you eco freaks out there and you your environmental enthusiasts. Mount St. Helens in one day, when it exploded back in 1980, blew more carbon dioxide into the air than all of mankind since the beginning of recorded history. So eat that, bitches.
Also, cow farts are more dangerous to the environment than humans are, so fuck cows. That's why I eat them bitches.
That's right.
Yeah, I think this is a movie that Al Gore watches when he wants to jack off.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, so
an inconvenient truth.
Yeah, every time I see the name John Frankenheimer, I either think John Frankenstein or John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, because his name is my name too.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, anyway, what do you say we get rolling with this motherfucker?
I'm excited. I have not seen this.
Good.
So I'm excited to see this pile of shit live.
I've seen it maybe once or twice all the way through, but it has been forever.
Okay.
But the damn commercial is everything, and I'm not going to talk about it now because it'll ruin it. Well, we'll get to it in the review.
Don't ruin it for me now.
But damn,
don't ruin it for me now. All right, cool. Let's do this.
It is not the offspring of witchcraft or Satan. It was created by man. It will grow to be 15 feet tall. It will have huge eyes, webbed hands, hooked claws. It will walk upright. And it will mindlessly, mercilessly kill every living thing it meets. Prophecy.
Well. This one actually didn't disappoint for me. Not too bad. A little bit better than most.
Better than we've had lately, for sure.
Definitely, yeah. Yes.
Not enough creature, though.
Not enough creature.
No, not for me anyway.
Well, he we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Our story begins, of course, where else but the woods?
Middle of the night.
Absolutely in the middle
Dark
of the
as
night.
fuck.
Why, I don't know. Apparently these 4 or 5 bozos with a couple of hunting dogs.
I think there's like 3 search and rescue
something
guys
like that.
with
They're out
2
there in the forest.
Two basset hounds.
Tooling along.
Looking
This
for
is
what? I
right
don't
off the
know.
bat. We have no idea at the moment. They're hauling ass, following the dog's lead,
Don't know where they're
and run straight to the edge of this cliff. And one of the dogs just sails right the fuck
jumps
off.
right off the motherfucker.
And he's swinging on the rope. And they're like, oh, shit. So they go to reel the dog in. And all of a sudden, something grabs the rope. You don't hear any noise.
You don't see anything.
You don't see nothing, but something like grabs the rope, pulls real hard, and the rope slips to the guy's hand. And dog's gone.
Bam, gone.
Okay, cardinal sin committed in 30 seconds.
Not even a minute. This motherfucker, and they kill the damn dog.
That ain't right.
Nope.
So, justly so, one of them goes down after the dog. He gets fucked up.
Yep.
Then another one. After hearing the guy scream and the rope flying around, he says, "Why not? I'll go on down there. What the hell?" I'd be like, "Fuck him. I'm moving on." Goes down there as well. Ends up fucked up. As a matter of fact, he goes to climb down, falls off his rope, breaks his back on the rocks or something like that. Because he hit and gets whacked by this fucking thing, which you don't see. Of course, you can't see the monster just yet.
No.
So we basically open with 3 killings right off the bat. He kills the whole search and rescue team.
Yeah, 3
and
dudes
unfortunately one of the dogs.
and a dog. So yeah. Unfortunately.
So we've got dead bodies everywhere within a couple of minutes of being in here, which is awesome. And then we get classical fucking music.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
the music, yeah.
let's just point out that in this movie, we've had more deaths in the first 5 minutes than we had the last 3 movies combined.
That is
Total.
true. That is
Total.
true.
So,
that is true.
We're already off on the right foot.
Well, of course, we're in the 70s now where they actually learn to start killing motherfuckers on film.
We were in the 70s before, and it still didn't kill as many motherfuckers.
Well, what is hilarious, then we get a scene of where they explain it, the sheriff and everything, talks about the dog,
You're jumping way ahead.
Yeah, I ain't jumping too far ahead.
We
Nobody
haven't
care
talked
about
about
nobody care about no orchestra.
Yeah, we're talking about the... Well, that's the introduction of the wife, which is a stupid introduction. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
But then we're introduced to the doctor, who is paying a house visit in the ghetto.
Yes, he is, and he is like the whitest motherfucker on the planet.
He looks like a saltine cracker.
He does. He's Gordon Lightfoot looking motherfucker. Bob Ross combination.
Yeah, Bob Ross.
Apparently, he's in there taking care of a young baby who'd been bitten by something.
By rats.
And got yanked the fuck out
Yep.
of what he was doing to get drug off into the forest to evaluate environmental conditions. And I'm sitting there going, he's a medical doctor and she's a damn cello player, but yet they yank him up and take him into the forest.
Yeah.
Because ain't no need in filling in the story. That's
No.
basically what happens.
That's what happens, yeah.
Because they're about 30 minutes of this fucking movie.
Oh, my God.
Nothing but setup. It's innuendos. It is stereotypes. It is...
25 minutes in, we finally meet the Native American tribe, and one of them is Armand Assante, who is not Native American.
So they filmed the first 30 minutes, of course, is underlying messages about, the evils of Whitey.
So many messages about how Whitey is a bad man. Whitey gonna bring you down. Whitey's killing the environment.
Yep, bastard. And then we get, like I said, we get introduced to the Native Americans for the first time.
Yep.
And they are confronted by,
Armand Assante.
Yeah, Armand Assante, Spanish guy playing an Indian.
Yes, they're taking back to like the 50s and 30s when they did this shit.
Yeah.
When they would put non-ethnic actors in ethnic roles.
Yes. And pretty damn funny. But I'm sitting there going, okay, so they have a confrontation with him. He gets into a axe and chainsaw fight
axe and
with one of the local boys. And I'm sitting there going, you're holding a chainsaw to this guy's throat. It was an unnecessary confrontation, but they're trying to protect their forest. I get it. So ends up, yes, badass, mean Whitey.
But
wins the day, and they go back into the woods.
You hear chainsaw and axe fight, you think it's gonna be cool. It is not that cool.
It's not cool.
It is dumb and boring as shit.
No, it is. Yeah. It is boring as shit.
Moving on, next fucking scene, because that sucked.
I basically call that, more evil Whitey, because that's all that is.
More evil Whitey.
So, out of nowhere, we all of a sudden reach a calm after all this conflict and hate.
Yeah.
Now they're on the damn shoreline in this cabin. She's inside practicing her cello in the middle of the fucking forest, and he's outside fishing.
Just like a man.
All of a sudden,
Just like a man.
Such a man.
Always out there fishing when the wife's at home doing work.
Now I will say this: the photography is gorgeous.
Oh, the
scenery
location
in this
is great.
movie and the location is beautiful. But we don't give a fuck about that right now.
Unfortunately, not.
So he's out there fishing. You see him hooking it in, and this guy is like he's got a 400-pound marlin,
Right.
on the deck of a boat, and he's struggling. But we got like a little 8-inch little salmon or a little trout that he's fishing
fish,
out of the lake,
Mm-hmm.
and he's struggling with it. And he reels it in, and just as he gets it in, you see some bubbles come up off the port, and you're like, "What the hell?"
There's a duck over there.
He looks around, and there was a duck. Yeah,
there was a duck.
There was a duck. All of a sudden, shoo, duck is gone.
Gone.
You're like, what the hell? And then this damn 8-foot long salmon jumps out of the
fucking huge salmon.
So that begins to make the juices flow in this
Gives you
guy's
the
brain
introduction.
because he's
Yeah.
brought up here to investigate the impacts of of the lumber industry and this mill that's in the area and all this crap, and see what's going on.
And that gives the audience the introduction to the idea that there are mutations going on in this forest.
That is true. And when we get to the dinner scene that night, he's cooking said fish
that he caught. Yeah.
And she eats some and all this other shit, which comes into play later.
Yeah.
So they eat the fish and all this, and they hear this racket outside the front door, and they're like, what in the fuck is that? So they go outside, and this raccoon is like convulsing on the front porch. And it looks like it's dying.
Yeah.
And you're like, holy shit, But man, this motherfucker goes crazy.
Nuts.
I mean, I love it. I love it when animals attack humans. I fucking love it because they deserve it. Crawls up the dude, starts tearing him up, but he doesn't do it. He throws the damn raccoon off, and it lands on his fucking wife.
And starts attacking the wife. Yeah,
It lands on poor Talia, and she's over there struggling with it and fighting it. He gets this paddle or something, and he slings it into the fire.
And he burns the motherfucking raccoon.
He burns the raccoon. You sorry Bob Ross, Gordon Lightfoot looking motherfucker.
It's probably a rabid raccoon.
Yeah.
Can't let that live, unfortunately. It's rabid.
Well, they end up testing it. They go and they confront the mill owner, and they bitching at him and saying all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And the mill owner basically calls him out and says, you know what? You go down there. You test the damn water.
Go
ahead.
look at that motherfucker, bitch.
Go on, bitch.
Go, motherfucker.
So he does. He goes and tests the water, and he finds out that there's mercury. So you see him in there with a 1970-something odd cassette recorder.
Yeah.
Doing a dissertation.
On
saying,
fucking water.
On the water and the plant. And he's talking to it. And then she comes in and she's like, what are you talking about? He's like, here, listen to this. And instead of actually telling her himself, he plays himself on tape to explain to her that the water's all fucked up. And I'm sitting there going, that's just fucking dumb as shit. I'm like, just tell her. But that ends quickly, thank God, because it's boring and stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, there's a lot of lulls in this movie.
Yeah, so we are 56 minutes into this motherfucker. Okay,
yes.
We've had 3 deaths, which is great. I mean, that's great. At
least we had some death right off the bat, but then we get put on.
It's just 56 minutes. But okay, so actually
53 minutes.
53 minutes of fucking environmental hate. Whitey's a bad guy.
Yeah, and this is This is 40 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
This movie, it's about 40 damn years ago.
So it's boring as shit.
But thank God. The scene that to this day I will never forget, because as a kid, this is what they played on the trailer when they played on TV. You hear the huffing and you hear the heartbeat.
We got to set this up first. So while this is going on, there's other scenes of this dad and his 2 kids who are out hiking in the forest.
Trekking through the woods.
Yeah, and then they get to this campsite and they put up camp for the night.
Big fucking mistake.
Yep. And the motherfucker little kid is sleeping outside, not in a tent.
Nope.
The daughter
sleeping out underneath the stars is the way to do it in a lot of ways.
But not in this forest.
Yeah, but not in this forest.
No.
That's like leaving a tray of appetizers out in front of me. It's like, hey.
That's like That's like diving in the water where Jaws is at.
Now, this scene is short but effective.
Too short.
I fucking loved it.
It's kind of weird, though.
We're finally introduced to at least a small shot of the creature.
Yes.
Because what it is, it shows the campfire. It's all quiet. Campfire is going, and you see the shadow move in. This is what I saw when I was a kid on TV, because it actually showed this. And, man, I'm going to tell you what. For a 12-year-old, it was bone-chilling. You know, but all of a sudden, here goes. He grabs the dad, kills the fucking dad.
Mm-hmm.
The sister screams. She gets tore up. And then the son gets up in his banana yellow bag. And this is the scene.
He zips it all the way up to his head.
This was the shit. Zipped all the way up to his face.
That's right.
He gets up and he tries to hop the fuck away.
Yeah.
And this bear backhands his ass and sends him flying into this fucking boulder. And it explodes.
It's the most ridiculous.
It explodes in a big old giant puff of feathers, man.
Yeah. He explodes. There's no blood.
None.
He explodes into literally 2 pillows worth of fucking feathers.
He goes up. You see it, and all of a sudden the bag just hits the ground limp.
And then it fucking just cuts right there.
Yep.
You see nothing else. I'm
That's
like,
it.
what the fuck? I want to see what happened more. I want to see why he went from being a boy to being Howard the Duck when he hit that fucking rock.
And he wiped out this family in like 15 seconds of screen time.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that fast.
Yeah.
I mean, growl, kill, hop, 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 smack, splat, over with.
He's giving Jason Voorhees a run for his money.
Yeah. So then, after that, unfortunately, we get about another 20 minutes more or so of evil Whitey this, evil Whitey that.
Yeah, it sucks that the kills are so far in between in this fucking movie.
Yeah, it really does. And, you know, the sheriff comes to harass the Indians yet again because they basically think the Indians are killing all these people that are disappearing, which is complete horse shit, you know. But, you know, they suspect them. So, yeah, they go to harass them, and Armand hauls ass.
Right.
He runs the fuck off, and that's it. It's 20 minutes of bullshit. So then, for no reason, where'd the chopper come from?
When they brought a chopper in, they go,
a chopper come in.
To get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper. Go.
Go. You go now.
Run.
Oh, shit. Well, anyway, apparently they're going to investigate the area because they were told that a family died. That's why they came to harass the Indians because they found, and I don't even know how they found them, but they did.
The doctor's not a goddamn crime scene unit investigator. He's a fucking medical doctor.
He's a medical doctor, but yet he does all this other shit. But
yeah, so why are they taking his dumb ass over there, fucking Bob Ross motherfucker?
So because he's going to paint us some little happy mountains.
Oh,
want to put something over here, a little something.
Little
and we're going to put us a
trees.
tree right here in the foreground.
A happy tree and a happy cloud. Oh, look, let's put it next to the happy tree. Let's put a mutated killer bear.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we're going to put some dead bodies. Yeah, we're going to put some dead bodies. We're going to put another dead body. A little blood over here. See a little effect. Yeah.
And I smoke weed all the time.
Rest in peace, Bob.
That's right. We love you, Bob.
Well, anyway, that's what they do. They go to investigate the scene of the death of the family. They land, they go in there, and apparently they've got these little stick things with tape around them where all the bodies were found.
There's a big storm going on right now. There's rain and all kinds of shit going on.
And then they hear this
literally
racket.
The worst time to do investigation. Sorry to cut you off. Literally the worst time to do an investigation.
Absolutely.
All the evidence is running off into the fucking lake.
Yep. But then they discover the actual size of the creature that they're dealing with because he's looking at this tree and he sees some scratches, and then they look up and then they see scratches that probably about
like 10 foot high.
10 to 14 feet in the air. I mean, way the fuck up there. I mean, we're talking Kodiak bear size.
My first reaction was the Bigfoot.
Yep.
But
Bigfoot.
That's also when Armand Assante comes back.
Yep, comes sneaking in there, and they are in the woods, and of course they're in the fucking woods.
Where else they gonna be, motherfucker?
In this movie, the whole damn thing's in the woods.
Yeah.
Well, they hear this racket,
Mm-hmm.
this little screechy sound, so they go down to the river, and they discover one dead and one live, very mutated little bear cub.
Yeah,
I guess it's a bear
pretty cool
cub
effect.
combination of things because the thing's got talons like a fucking raptor. I mean, they're this like 3 nasty ass claws.
Looks like that one dude from RoboCop at the end when he gets mutated.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like
when
that
he gets hit with a toxic waste.
Yeah,
old Emil fucked up.
Yeah,
that's right. Well, they gather up both of them. They take the dead one and they take the live one.
Mm-hmm.
Why you do that? It's stupid because the little thing's like a fucking homing beacon to the monster.
That's right. Haven't y'all seen Lost World Jurassic Park?
Stupid. Well, anyway, they take this little motherfucker and they head back to the little Indian camp where the grandfather is.
Which, by the way, speaking of stereotypes,
the
fucking
God,
camp
yes.
is 3 goddamn teepees.
It's 3 teepees.
3.
Yes.
The typical teepees you see use all the time.
It looks like Camp Watunga. I get it. Out in the forest.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you what, teepees are badass.
Yeah,
they are fucking badass. But yes, I mean, I'm sitting there going,
you got 3 teepees and you got a fucking Spanish Native American.
This would never make it through today's censorship and editing process. It'd be like, no, got to take that. No. You racist motherfuckers, stop.
It'd be like reverse whitewashing.
I mean, hell, half of them had headbands around their heads and stuff like that. They were,
oh my gosh,
they were being very stereotypical with it.
Just kept talking about their casinos and shit. Wouldn't shut up.
Well, they get the little fucker back there, and the Bob Ross calls to Armand or whoever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Actually, not Armand because he can't go see the cops.
Right.
But he sends somebody to go get the police and a photographer to come and take a picture of this little bastard. So, who else shows up? But, of course, Evil Whitey, the mill manager, and the sheriff, and they go in the tent to look and see said little mutant bear, and out of nowhere, of course, this thing is making noise the whole fucking time.
Oh, yeah, it's crying.
And bears have great hearing, so, this thing is a bear. Mm-hmm. It's mutated as fuck. But anyway, it shows up out of nowhere and just absolutely wreaks fucking havoc. Kills like 4 or 5 evil white motherfuckers.
Without like blinking and shit.
Like Star Trek red shirt extras. I mean, just wipes them the fuck out.
Yeah.
And so they dive down in the hole. And what's hilarious, they dive in a hole, but then you see it grab a cub.
Yep.
The dead one, I believe it was. They have the live one down in the hole with them. They go underneath. Yeah, it's like the tunnels or shit. And you think the thing's gone. So this guy, what does he do? Let's grab a flashlight
and peek out
the fucking hole. So
I think it's gone. Let me look.
Yeah. Well, what happens, Chris? This motherfucker gets jacked
like he should.
I mean, and what's funny is it like mangles. It doesn't eat. It doesn't bite. It doesn't rip. Well, it does rip.
Yeah.
When he comes down, his head looks like it was smashed.
Right.
And it's got 3 huge long scratch marks through it.
Oh yeah.
Good blood effect.
Yeah,
not bad.
Too bad.
The effects in this movie are not that bad. It's pretty damn good. Next morning, these bozos decide to hike on out. So they've got an injured guy in a hammock.
Mm-hmm.
So they're hiking out for it. And first of all, hiking through what they're going through right now is hard enough with nothing.
Right.
But yet they're hauling this dude on a stretcher, and they're going along doing their business. And out of nowhere, for no reason, a separate scene cuts in when you're like, what the hell?
Uh-huh.
And it's old evil white mill owner. He's by himself for no reason.
He took off.
Just took the fuck off.
Yeah.
He runs into Mama Bear.
Oh, yeah.
And starts to haul ass. And it looks like he's going to check on a radar station or something. I don't know what the fuck he's doing up there. He sees the dead cub, starts to flip out, and here comes Mama. And the typical struggle to get, he's trying to get away from the motherfucker.
Yeah, he's trying to get inside where that radar tower is because there's like a fence around it.
Yeah.
But he doesn't make it.
He don't make it.
No.
He does all the stupid mistakes that everybody makes in a horror movie when you're trying to run from something that's wanting to kill you.
Yeah.
He finally figures out, hey, the bottom's got enough room, so he tries to wiggle under this fence.
No,
doesn't make it.
Doesn't make it. Mama gets him. He's gone.
He gets bit. Doesn't show him die. He just shows him scream. But that's the last you see of evil white man.
It's unfortunate.
Evil white mill man.
It's an off-screen death, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay. The next scene, we get these guys. All of our, Bob and
the main characters
and Adrian and all them.
Yeah.
Get back, and they climb into this Jeep. They show up at this place, and here comes Armand running, saying, hey, man, I found this thing. It's like a tank. We can drive it through this, that, and the other.
It's like an old Jeep.
Yeah, they make it sound like some badass thing, and it's a pretty good-looking old thing. So they climb in this shit, and they've got Hammock Boy tied to the side.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, what is he, fucking bait?
What is this, a MASH?
He's a distraction. If the bear comes, just cut him loose and we'll haul ass.
It's like a MASH helicopter.
And they're driving in the day, and then split second, scene change, and it's pitch fucking black
Pitch
outside.
fucking black.
They don't know what's going on. They turn on the headlight. Actually, they got the headlights on, but they turn on this huge spotlight, and they start looking. And, of course, it's insufficient lighting.
Yeah, of course.
And here comes Mama, of course, because they've got the little motherfucker.
Still got the bear.
Still got the little baby in the car. It's hollering, making racket. Here comes Mama. And this big, bad tank of a Jeep, she comes out and she backslaps it and just knocks it the fuck over.
Yeah, like it's nothing.
Knocks it over like it's nothing. Leaves poor hammock boy outside. And, we can't forget, the baby bear learns, hey, human blood tastes good.
Oh, yeah.
Latches onto Adrian's neck.
Yeah.
Doesn't kill her, but fucks her up pretty good. So they jump in the fucking lake. They get away. Of course, it takes, hammock boy's dead,
Right.
or stretcher boy, whatever
Yeah.
you want to fucking call him.
Yeah.
Takes his head clean off. So I guess that's the first dismemberment you really see. You don't see any other real dismemberment.
No.
Takes his ass out. So everybody jumps in the fucking lake and starts to swim. Except Grandpa, the old Indian chief, standing there, turns around and starts hollering at him like, hey, what the hell you doing?
Yep.
Kind of tell him, hey, because they think of him as a protector.
Right.
Because he kills all the evil whiteys that come in the forest. So they turn around to see Grandpa being basically gnarled by this fucking thing.
Fucking bear, yeah.
Stood up. I mean, he was like in his mouth and he's shaking him like a rag doll and shit. Far away kill, but it's okay because I'm sure it's a dummy.
So what is that, like 9 deaths now?
Something like that. We've actually got some good deaths in
we
this
got
movie.
Three guys, the family.
But what
three
the
families.
fuck is up with this lake? I'm guessing this is all the methyl mercury that's in the fucking water that's disfiguring all these, because the whole lake is covered with a cool fog.
Yeah. Makes
And
for a cool scene.
But and then they ruin it.
Oh, yeah.
At least this part, because the bear starts to come across the fucking lake.
Oh, yeah.
So stupid.
Starts walking like Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just walking, doot.
Deeper.
And goes under the water.
Goes under the water, and they say, oh, it drowned. I'm like, you stupid motherfuckers. They're sitting on the dock. They make it across, but they're not. They're just sitting there.
They're just watching it, yeah.
And then you start seeing bloop, bloop. You see these fucking bubbles and shit.
Bears passing
like
gas.
farting in a bathtub.
Bears passing gas.
That's right. And we actually get, at this point, because everybody's wet, thank God, we get a little tiny
wet t-shirt
tiny
contest.
bit of a wet t-shirt contest here.
Yeah.
With this good-looking young Indian lady. Nice.
Native American.
Okay. Onward we go.
Onward we go. Past them titties.
Well, anyway.
Bear pops up.
The bear pops the fuck up.
Surprise, bitches!
He traversed the whole fucking lake underwater.
That's right.
So it goes back to what they said about the creature earlier in the movie. It is like a part of all things. So apparently this motherfucker's got gills.
Yeah.
So
he's got everything. Yeah.
And they're sitting there watching the bubbles approach, and they're just sitting there on this fucking dock. They're not moving. And then in like 30 seconds, they manage to completely barricade a cabin.
Yeah, like easily.
And the bear is like right there on the shore.
Yeah.
But they easily barricade the cabin, but to no avail.
Nope.
The guy tries to load up a rifle. It only has 2 fucking bullets. Only 2 bullets.
2 bullets.
Yeah. He makes good use of them, though. This bear, with one swipe, completely annihilates one half of this fucking cabin.
A whole fucking wall.
I mean, just bam.
Yeah.
So he pops him once. The bear screeches, goes down, comes back up, screeches again, and then Armand turns loose on him.
With a bow and arrow.
With a bow and arrow.
Because he's Native American, by the way.
And then he gets fucked up. I'm surprised. Of course, he wasn't really a big star back then. He was kind of like, oh, okay, whatever. Well, he gets jack slapped. And he did.
The bear took him out because he was a Spanish dude trying to play Native American. Like, look, don't be fucking with my people.
That's right. You
I'm going to take you ass out. You taste like tortillas. I'm going to take your ass out.
You fake ass fuck.
Being breeded, right. Motherfucker.
Took him out. And then finally, this bear grabs Bob up.
Bob Ross.
And he has a fucking arrow in his head. So he starts stabbing this motherfucker. In his hand, not his fucking head. One arrow in his head. Well, anyway, he starts stabbing his fuck and managed to get him in the eyes.
Right.
Blood gushes everywhere. Good blood effects. Again, it doesn't look fake.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's popping big, bloody, nasty zits because shit's flying all over him. Well, the bear goes down in the water, and it's like, I mean, he just goes down out of nowhere.
It's
and
like
then
he's down
he
for the
jumps
count.
on him, stabs him like 12, 15 more fucking times.
Right.
And then you get a hard cut after it's all said and done to a plane.
And they're on the plane.
A beautiful, sunshiny plane with light music playing. And we get the Adrian Balboa reenactment of the Rocky II coma scene.
Coma scene when she wakes up.
Laying in the plane, just, laying there, waking up. And the plane's flying up. And then you get this stupid ass foreground monster.
Jump
pops
scare.
up. I don't even know what the fuck it looks like. We tried to freeze frame on it and look at it. It looks more like...
Looks like a...
It actually looks like a fish with fangs.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a bear or anything like
It's
that.
more like a horse head with
But
fangs.
yeah, it's something else.
But yeah, so you're seeing the plane fly over, and you're thinking that the creature's dead, and Adrian Bob Ross from the plane, and it's all sunny and bright, and then it cuts to the exterior, and you see the plane flying over some trees, and you're watching it disappear in the distance. You're like, oh, okay, it's the ending. And they do that fucking jump scare thing where the creature comes right up out of nowhere and right into the fucking face of the camera, just right in the camera. It's like, rah!
Gotcha, bitches.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, I was so scared. You got
then,
me.
yay, credits roll, movie's over.
Done.
Chris, my friend.
Yeah.
What is your evaluation of this fine motion picture, sir?
Man, I don't know. No, the creature effects were cool. The bear was really neat looking. It was a great costume, a great mix of special effects. The story was dumb as hell. The script wasn't too bad, but it was so fucking heavy-handed with the damn environmental message.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is the Al Gore's jerk-off movie. The acting was decent for what it was. I mean, it didn't require anything like special, so it didn't get anything special. It got exactly what it needed. The location was fantastic. Cinematography was beautiful. Again, I think it all goes to this is the highest kill count on screen that we've had in like the last 5 movies altogether.
Yeah.
You had cool blood effects, you had cool creature effects, but the rest of the movie was boring as shit. I'm gonna give this one a 4.
A 4?
A 4, yeah.
Damn, that's a little harsh.
Yeah, it's not as much as I want it to be saved by the creature. There's not enough of it, as we said. You don't get enough. And when you do see the creature in a more full frame, it's usually hidden by shadows or mist on the lake, like we saw before.
Yeah.
You know, the clearest image you get of it is that very end last shot.
Yeah.
And it's only the face.
When it's dying.
All right, and it's only the right side of the face. You don't see all of it, so you don't get to see the entire majesty of the bear in complete light. All you see is in like dark and shadows. So it kind of kills it for me. There's not enough of it. I would have liked to have seen more of what the mercury was doing to this area, because we saw one quick glimpse of a giant fish. I mean, quick glimpse, and it's more of a forced perspective type of special effect. You see. You got the rabid raccoons, which just can happen anywhere. That's not really mercury reason. Yeah. But you got the 2 bear cubs, and you've got the big bear. And that's really all you see as far as with the mercury.
And we did get like a 12-pound tadpole at one point.
Oh, that's right. You see it for like a split second.
Flipping this thing. Oh, it's a tadpole.
Yeah. But it's cool when that like split second you see it, but then they don't show it again. I'm like, what the fuck? I want to see more. Like, I want to see more giant creatures.
You want to see more fucked up, crazy looking animals running around the forest.
I think if I'd seen more of the impact that the mercury had on this area, I would have felt more for the story.
Since they were force feeding their environmental impact bullshit on us
right.
for an hour and a half, it would have been nice to see more stuff like that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Otherwise, the story between Bob Ross and Adrian Balboa was boring as shit.
Yeah.
Armand Assante wasn't used very well. I mean, it was so I'm giving it a 4.
Okay.
What about you, bud?
It's fair. Okay, well, for me, nostalgia kicks in for me because, like I said, from my childhood, this is one of the movies I remember the most, mainly because of that fucking commercial.
Uh-huh.
As a matter of fact, I might even go get that trailer and put it in the feed.
Yeah, you got to.
The week before.
Yeah, you have to.
I'm going to have to because
absolutely.
I talk about that. That's what made the whole damn thing for me. Now, I agree with you wholeheartedly. There was way too much dead time in this movie.
Oh my gosh,
that they could
so
have
much
they
dead
could
time.
have chopped 30 minutes off of this movie and made it so much better.
Oh, yeah.
And stopped shoving the environment shit down your throat.
I don't mind if they give it to us, but
A little bit of a message is fine, but it
Yeah.
was like pounded into us for 40 minutes straight before they even got to any of the creature stuff, really.
like
You know, after the initial kills.
a better movie that had a giant creature that was also a message about environmentalism was Lake Placid.
Yes,
Much better.
but that was freaking awesome.
Yeah, but see, do it like that. It's so much better that way as opposed
That's
to
right.
how they did it here. Go on.
But anyway, I love the blood effects. They were good for which ones there were. The scars, when he would actually get a hold of somebody and mangle them.
Yeah.
They had good, the claw marks, the blood, everything was
The
good.
claw.
I liked the creature. There were a couple scenes when it was running. It shouldn't have been running on two legs.
Why
But
not?
This creature stood up and walked.
What's wrong with that?
Well, I mean, bears don't do that.
Yes, they do.
They
100%.
stand. No, they stand on 2 feet,
Right.
but they don't run on 2 feet.
They don't run, but they walk on 2 feet.
This thing was running like a tall guy in a rubber suit.
But I counter that with bears have learned to adapt it to walk and live on 2 feet when their front paws get injured.
Yeah.
They do it all the time. There was a bear up in New Jersey that was filmed that would come around and dig in people's trash cans and would walk on its back legs because its front paws had been damaged.
Huh.
Now, also, this thing was a mutant.
True.
So it might have been like
Part stork.
part something. Yeah, part stork shit. Part ostrich, who knows?
Well, you never know.
Exactly.
But like I said, I like the effects. The story to me, I like the concept. The whole fact that polluted lake leads to creatures being messed up.
Yeah.
It's entirely possible. Acting for me was decent for the time. It was decent.
Okay.
I actually really liked this movie. And I'm going to really shock everybody. I'm giving this one a fucking 1.
You give it a 1?
I'm going 1 turd on
Holy
this.
shit.
I just can't help it. I highly recommend this movie. Yes, there were some boring parts, but to me, it was good killing.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it.
Okay.
And like I said, to me, on the inside, when I watch this movie and I hear that thing breathing like I did when I was a kid, when I was watching it little, that's just, when they're sitting there looking around the cabin and they hear the thing up there.
Yeah.
I mean, and they're like looking at it, waiting for it to move. That kind of, when I was little, it's very suspenseful. Yeah.
Right.
Now at 52, it's like, okay, but it was still kind of creepy to me.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm going to gold star, 1
All right.
turd on this motherfucker.
You heard that. James gives us a 1, y'all. This is his
I
best of the worst
this
movies.
is one of my, so far of all the movies this season so far, this
Yeah.
has been my favorite.
His favorite so far.
Yep.
All right, cool. Well, you got a 1, I got a 4. So somewhere between, we might find somebody who
You
listens
never know. But like I said, I think that's the farthest apart we've ever been.
I think so, yeah.
But, and it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's my first time seeing it, so I didn't see it through nostalgic goggles.
Yeah, that's true.
I saw it through first time goggles.
Yeah, that's true. And there were parts of this movie I didn't remember. I mean, I remember the mill.
Yeah.
I remember the camp scene.
Yeah.
Shoot, really not much else. I mean, most of it was like watching it for the first time for me because it had been so long.
Yeah.
But yeah,
right.
I'm digging on it, man.
Cool. All right, James. Well, why don't you tell them where they can find us on social media and on the apps?
Absolutely. You can find What the Suck podcast on fourthhand.com. Wonderful, wonderful network of awesome shows. You can also see our other project there, State of Fear. It's a little more serious, a lot more different subject matter, obviously.
Oh, yeah, totally different.
You can find us on Facebook, of course, under What the Suck podcast, and we are also on Instagram
as well.
Yes, and I don't believe.
I think that's it. And
I think that's about it, bro.
What about you, bud? Is your Facebook friends filled up already?
Damn near.
All right,
I'm at like 4,600.
All right, guys. So there's like 400 people that can join him. So where can they find you, James?
If you want to follow me, I'm on Facebook under James E. Bishop III. And I am also on Instagram, which I don't believe there's a limit there.
I don't know.
I don't think there is.
I doubt it because they had like millions and millions there. So
yeah. So I'm on Instagram under James Bishop III. Some motherfucker took James Bishop 3. So whoever they are, fuck them.
We'll keep an eye on him. As soon as he closes his account, we'll steal it for you.
That's right.
There you go. All right, guys. Well, until next time, I am Chris, and I will see you at the next shit fest.
And this is James, and if it ain't on What the Suck, it ain't shit.
Bye, y'all.
Deuces.
Suck on my big toe.
You've been listening to a Fourth Hand Joint.